rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Go, Waynesville, go! Goes out there wide open, and an easy score.
My heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Go, Waynesville, go! Goes out there wide open, and an easy score.
All right, welcome here, Allen Hilliard Sports. We are here with Coach Barkley again, coming off of Week 1. So, Coach, what are some of the kind of the thoughts and some of the things that you kind of took away from that game?
You know, Carthage is a very good football team, fundamentally sound. You know, we felt like after watching some film and coming in and discussing over the weekend, we felt like we did some things very well, but, you know, it's kind of getting back to the basics. From a defensive standpoint, as far as gap control and tackling has been a big emphasis this week. From an offensive standpoint, you know, it's been a lot of footwork, execution type stuff, drive killers such as penalties or turnovers, just cleaning up the game, making it a little simpler for the kids, and hopefully going into Week 2 we'll see some improvement.
All right, and looking ahead to this week here, you have the Republic Tigers, which doing some research there. The last time we played Republic was 1981, November 11th in the state playoffs in the first round there. And a very young coach was the head coach of that, which many people remember, Rick Vernon. But so how do you go into a game like that? I mean, they didn't have the best outcome last week, but they also are still receiving votes to be another state-ranked team.
You know, they Class 5 state runner-up last year. Coach Cornelison does a great job with them. Turn the program around in the weight room aspect. You know, they graduated a lot, so I'm sure they'll probably deal with some growing pains a little bit. You know, the offense and defense that they run, they're very sound. They get after it. You know, for the most part of Week 1, they did very well competing with Nixa, and you know, Nixa just kind of got some plays there in the second half that kind of spread the game wide open. But you know, they're a very physical team, fundamentally sound, and you know, going to be a good matchup for us on Friday.
And then something with joining the COC, many of the teams are, I think at least 6 or 7 are state ranked coming in this year. And you play, I believe, nearly every one of them.
You know, I haven't looked at between Class 5 and Class 6, but, you know, this conference is very tough, and, you know, there's a lot of respect going into the COC, and the state obviously has a lot of respect for the COC, and, you know, it's a great conference and one of the toughest that I've been in while I've been in the state of Missouri.
All right, and looking at some of the people that have stepped up this year, juniors and seniors, what are some of the positions or some of the players that have that stepped up last week and since the Jamboree that are improving?
You know, we had on the offensive line, we got sophomore Jackson Sheehan. You know, he's filling a role for us. Split end and tight end are new. We got Luke Pullman that came in and gave us a little bit of size. He's just got to get fundamentally sound with his footwork, and we think he's got a high ceiling for us. Riley McCain-Kirby, you know, he's just a motor guy. He's going to do whatever you ask. Not afraid to stick his nose in there. Defensive-wise, you know, we got some guys in different spots. Devontae Martin came to us late. I believe it was October. You know, him starting on the D-lines made a huge difference. Ian Shepard moved from offense to defense, so you know, and of course our linebackers, 3 out of the 4 of them are starters from last year, and our DBs, you know, for a Week 1 game, minus a couple plays, did a pretty good job for us. So we got a lot of young guys starting in some new spots, but you know, they're improving each week, and that's all we ask.
And then with experience, they're going to build into those positions there as time goes along. And then you got your JV and your freshman came away with the victory up in Camdenton up there.
Yeah, freshman. We didn't have a game for the JV or freshman, and was able to find Camdenton late last week, so we were able to make that work. And them going up there and getting a 14-13 victory, it was pretty pleasing to watch. The kids played hard. A lot of those was their first time playing also, so it's good to see them build, and hopefully they get better throughout the year.
Now, looking later in the year, you got some of those freshmen there. Is there any plans down the road? I know every year at the end of the season there's usually a handful of them that's invited to stick around for some backup positions once in a while.
What kind of...
And welcome here to Waynesville High School for some Tiger Ladies softball. This is our home opener of the season here for our broadcast and the first home game. Lady Tigers coming off a bit of a rough start, looking to rebound here against the Cardinals. Cardinals, a fairly new opponent. I don't believe they play a whole lot, if at all any. They do play Joplin quite a bit, but not Webb City. Cardinals, a very good baseball, softball town. Biggest success they had was coming from almost a World Series, Little League World Series matchup. So I'd say we have some pretty good competition coming in here to Tiger Town. And I am still working on the lineups here, but that first pitch is going to be a strike. Strike number 1. Webb City in the blue. My colors on here do not reflect that color blue, by the way. That is a hideous looking blue I have chosen. You know what? That's a little better. And they are also not the Calvary Lutheran Lions. We can change that too with the Cardinals logo. Well, there we go. Now we're all set. Do appreciate that. 1-1 count. That will make it a 2-1 count. And if you are wondering, that is... Can I have one of those? Probably keep the roster by me over here. It is Carson Cahoon, the right fielder, coming up to bat. 3-1 count. And at the mound is Abby Nicole. It says her position is position, so I'm going to assume she is the pitcher at the moment. But first batter of the game will be a walk. Again, thank you for joining us here on this broadcast here of Waynesville Lady Tigers softball. Proudly brought to you by Security Bank of Pulaski County. And just like that, Cahoon will run her way to second base on the steal. 1-0 count right now. Following her at bat, we're going to have, this flips the other way, doesn't it? Sargent and Rims. I believe that's how you say it. And 3-0 count is the hitter's count, and runner in scoring position at third now. That is our second walk of the ball game. Runners on the corners. And it is still toasty in here. I thought this heat was gone. My pool says it's gone because it's green and not very inviting right now, but that pond water might get some use later on today. And again, another ball. That's 2-0 right now. And this is our first of our triple header weekend. We have Tiger Lady Softball today. That is a walk. And no thought about stealing. But we have Tiger football tomorrow night coming to you live from Republic. It is the battle of the Orange Tigers. Last time they played was in November 11th, 1981. A former coach that many of you know, his second year or so at the school, in a district playoff, or a state playoff game. I believe it was a sectional game. Picked up a 14-7 victory. That would have been Rick Fernan. A little bit of tidbit of information on that. So that's the only time the Tigers have ever played each other. So we're going to have a orange on orange ball game. Then after that, we got some youth football on Saturday starting at 9 a.m. Come on out to the Waynesville Middle School. First off is K through 2. Then we're going to work our way up the grades and end with another great K through 2 matchup. If you have never seen a kindergarten, second grade football game, you are missing out. A lot of bootleg runs that turn into touchdowns a lot of times. And we are going to start with a strike on this one. Bases are loaded now. That's going to be hit foul, strike 2. So 3 walks to start the game. And if you missed it Tuesday night, the Dixon Bulldogs, we had a no-hitter, 10 batters in the whole game. 1 batter was walked. Rafe Baker, great performance there. He has not given anything up. This is going to first. That is out. And good force play for the Tigers on that. That's going to be a go down on my book as a force out, as I'm going to call that. And we're going to have a single in the books for Hall. Sargent's coming in, 1 out in the ball game so far. I don't have any stats on them, so I can't give you some in-depth information here, but give you the best we can as the game goes along. Base is still loaded, and the ball is, that's going to bring in a runner. And just like that, we're going to have our first run of the game. Sargent will march her way across the bag for the first score for the Lady Cardinals. Again, the rules, if you're not familiar, it is 10 after 5, 15 after 3 on runs. That's our kind of time limit rule there that we have for mercy rule. Since there is no clock in softball, at least not yet there's no clock. I'm sure it's coming, just like baseball. I do think watching some of those baseball games that that ball is going to get away. And again, we're going to have a second runner come in. And just like that, 2 runs in the ball game here. Hall will move to third. Sargents will, I believe that was a walk. That was a walk there. I'll make sure it wasn't a third strike type situation there. But 2 runs for the Cardinals already. We've already had our mound visit from Coach Maubach. We talked to her earlier before the game, but did not get the chance to run the interview. It's on my Allen Hilliard Sports YouTube. You can check it out there. Very insightful interview. Also, some other interviews coming out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, we got Coach Barkley from the Tigers football team. We got the Republic football coach, and we got Coach Pitts from Camdenton on there talking about their trip down to Branson coming up. So 2 strikes. And 1-2 count on the payoff pitch right there. Keep trying to flip this page the other way. It's not working. That is belted. That's going to be out of here. That is a home run by the Cardinals. And we appear to be having some issues with the computer now with the heat in here, so this might become a problem. Hopefully it is not an issue. And that solo home run will make this a 5-run game already. Yep, the computer is not happy right now. And that single back out to the left field. That will come back in for a double to start. And this is foul. I think the camera is doing a little better now, hopefully. We're back to 24 frame. Oh, we're going back up. I think we're going to be okay here. We're going to have to stick with whatever happens, so I apologize if the video don't look that great, but it is 80-something degrees outside, and the computer is not happy. 0-1 count. This is up. It is another home run. And that's another 2-run shot. And that will bring up Brown. She is the... Looking at the positions here. Brown is the 7 person, so she's an outfielder. 7 runs already in the game. 2 dingers out over the fence. And I believe we're going to have a pitching change, it looks like, here. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and their coverage of Dixon Bulldogs sports, including baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, and more. Be sure to give them a call for your educational needs, and if you have any questions, Dan Johnson Insurance, just down the road from the high school on the main street, is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and has been for several years. Give her a call for all your insurance needs, quotes, whether it be cars, vehicles, you name it. Back here. Oh, my camera is not happy at all. Oh. And we are, I believe, we're about to lose our video here. It is about to crash on us. So 1 and 2 count. Good play from third. And that we should be back at the top of the... Nope, that was the top of the lineup. Nope, never mind. We are at top of the lineup, so we're good. This is going to be a double. Start this inning here. So far, 7 of these Lady Cardinals have scored. And not quite 8 yet. It's a 7-run ball game right now. And I think we are getting some more frames back. I really hope we are. Yeah, we seem to be doing something better here, so do apologize for the video issues on that. We're going to have a run come in. And that will make 8 runs in the ball game. Hit over to third, throw to 3. Fielder's choice for out number 3. So after that, we're going to go into the break. It is 8-0 Cardinals. We'll be back after these words for more Tiger softball. Allen Hilliard Sports will provide Waynesville youth football and cheer with all live coverage of their home games this year. They have kids ranging from kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. Waynesville Youth Sports has been around for many years, helping to promote football safely and prepare the kids for football in middle school. Be sure to visit Allen Hilliard Sports as we bring live coverage of, again, youth football every Saturday. The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all Dixon athletics that are broadcast and not broadcast. Be sure to support the Dixon Booster Club. Check them out on Facebook if you'd like to become a member.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Post Pawn Shop has been a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years and is a proud supporter of the Frisco League basketball tournament, as well as other area sports teams including Crocker and Waynesville. Stop by, visit Dan for all your pawn shop needs, whether it be music or hunting needs. Dan can help you at Post Pawn Shop. Security Bank of Pulaski County has been a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years now, including supporting all the sports, including the Waynesville Tigers and Frisco League area schools, as well as some other events that we have done. Be sure to stop and give them a call if you happen to need some banking needs. They are a member FDIC and a... Alright, back here again, and I think I'm just going to have to open the window because this air conditioner is not doing anything productive. Yeah. It's just making the computer freeze even more. It's not helping any. Tigers with the foul. Get some airflow going. Alright, we are back. Oh, look at that. We got 30 frames a second now, so whatever it was, it wasn't happy. I apologize for that. It's not terribly hot, but... And now I can feel the air conditioning, so that makes no sense at all. 2-2 count here. Tigers at bat. Alexis Nanita Ditch, I believe, is at the plate. Coach over here is not giving me a response, so I'm assuming I didn't say it too bad. That's a strikeout, though. That is number 1. And that is out number 1. We got Riley Grosviener, one of the twins, as we call them here in Waynesville. That's their official name in the basketball court, one of the twins. Foul ball back into the net. And Grosviener, I believe, a junior. She's a junior this year, so this year and another year, possibly, of gracing Waynesville sports. A very good pair of basketball players, though. Not the biggest out there, but they can handle the ball very well. You'll see more of that with the girls' basketball coverage. I believe one of the Lurcher cousins, I believe they are. I'm not sure if they're sisters, but this hit is down the middle. That's going to result in a single. As I mentioned, a good multi-sport athlete. And that will bring up, you guessed it, Reagan Grosviener. I heard there's a way to tell them apart during the day, but, you know, no one's told me that secret yet. Just joining us, Webb City in the blue. And I bet she can't do that twice up there, hit the top of that pole. Coming up next is Perez, and then Perez Lawn Care is one of our new sponsors for Waynesville Tiger football. We want to congratulate them for joining us to help bring some of the sports coverage. Without the support of all that, we really can't bring you all the coverage that we do. And the support of Security Bank of Pulaski County for all their support. They cover about everything. And for districts coverage, we just confirmed that Dixon will again host volleyball. So we'll have live coverage of the Dixon Lady Bulldogs volleyball coverage again. as we usually do every year. Last year, Waynesville even had a district here for volleyball. Hopefully we can make that work again. A great matchup. I believe it was Ozark and Kickapoo in the championship. Very good matchup in that. I mean, even the game before were amazing, but that championship game was one you need to go back and rewatch. You could watch that on Allen Hilliard Sports. And we have strikeout number 2. Up to bat next is Perez. I'm sure with the lawn care business, she has spent a day or two out there in the summer enjoying some of the summertime heat once in a while. I know the way my yard looks, you can tell I did not spend that much time out there in my yard this summer after a while. I was hoping it would die, but it didn't die yet. But give it time. About another month and a half from now, we'll be snuggled in front of heaters. Or we'll be spinning, or we'll be in the middle of November with 75-degree football games still. So last year was a very warm year. And actually, this last Friday, I worked the chains at home games. Was the very first time we had bad weather during a football game, a varsity game. So kind of surprising. It wasn't terrible though. It was kind of a nice, warm, humid day. Hopefully the audio is working good on here. It shows audio somewhat working okay. I can tweak it just a little bit to make it a little better, but I think it's all right. If not, you're here watching this, just watching this lovely webcam with me muted probably. 2-2 count. And 3 strikeouts to start the game and 4 batters. Just like that, we're going to head to the top of the 2nd inning. And we're going to be back after these words from some of our proud sponsors.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and their coverage of Dixon Bulldogs sports, including baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, and more. Be sure to give them a call for your educational needs, and if you have any questions, Dan Johnson Insurance, just down the road from the high school on the main street, is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and has been for several years. Give her a call for all your insurance needs, quotes, whether it be cars, vehicles, you name it, she can insure it.
Heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Go, Waynesville, go! Look out there wide open, and an easy score.
The Excavating. Contact William Alexander at 573-308-7635 for all your excavating, dirt moving needs, whatever it may be. Give him a call. He's a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and the Dixon Bulldogs. And we are back here again. Webb City Cardinals now up to bat once again. Our camera looking, well, it's looking like a Logitech webcam, so we're just going to call it. Actually, I don't even know if that's a Logitech webcam. I think that's probably a knockoff webcam at this point. And we're going to start off with a hit from Hall, I believe. That is Hall. So she will... Oh. Correction, I believe that was Vernon's first year, by the way. I apologize for the egregious error in numbers on that for the ball game there. And I was told who the coach was. I just did not write it down and forgot. But if you ask the scoreboard guy, Guy Newcomb, he has that information. And unfortunately, I do not believe he's around anymore. Otherwise, we could have had a post-game interview from 40 years ago. I think that would be awesome. I think if they both did the coin toss, if they were still there, that would have been awesome. But of course, Rick Vernon, you know him. He is a legend. I mean, he's probably listening right now or watching. Or he's down in the stands listening and watching still. 1-0 count. Runner on second. Not doing a great job of keeping track of steals. This camera does actually have a good picture. Problem is, there's a giant screen in front of it that pretty much destroys everything that looks good behind it. So, even with a good camera, I can't really make it better. I think my solution is just run a long cable and zip tie it to the fence down there. Which is what I probably should have done. But 2-2 count coming up for the Cardinals. And that is, make sure I get the name right, Kylie Sargento. Foul ball again, still 2-2 count. We had a chat with Coach Malbach earlier. I really wish I could figure out a way to play that video in the corner so we could have the game going underneath it. I think that would be awesome. But, unfortunately, you know, can't really do that. And another walk here for the Lady Tigers. That's going to bring up Alex Mortarino. Or Mortarino. Can't read that, but... Oh, we're going to have a talk with Coach and the third base player over there. Quick little discussion. I just realized I'm wearing a... Interesting... The stuff I buy on Amazon. At least I blend in as a kindergarten sub. And we got movement. Both runners will move. It's runners on second and third now. They were on first and second. Join us tomorrow. We'll be live starting about 6:20 is the plan. We'll be coming to you live from Republic High School. We're going to have the full 34-minute pregame. I know you enjoy those. We'll be hearing from several people. And that is safe is the call down there on third base. But we'll be hearing from Coach Barkley, of course, the Republic head coach. And then we'll be hearing from Malbach about her pregame for this game that you could also watch on Allen Hilliard Sports right now. Plus, we'll have a bonus on there. We'll have Coach Pitts from Camdenton talking about their trip down to Branson and their victory over Jefferson City with, I believe it was 53-13 or something like that in that game. So, Camdenton state ranked again this year. We did get a little bit of a rivalry redemption on that. We had a 9th grade game against them last week, or this week, so, you know, we can't say they didn't technically play this year. And the 9th grade won 14-13 over Camdenton, so good score for the 9th grade there. And then JV beat up on Jeff City, I believe, or something like that. Had a pretty good win over them up in Camdenton. Waynesville JV did not have a game. Mortorino there. She scored in the first. We haven't had a run yet here. I think the score is wrong, by the way, on the scoreboard out there. It should be 8, I believe. Pretty sure it should be 8. Yep, there we go. I telepathically corrected it for y'all. We're going to have a strikeout for the first... Nope, that was not a strikeout. That was a walk. And that will bring in... Nope, that will not bring in any of them. I don't believe that did bring in a runner. I thought that brought in a runner. So that was a single. All right. And that will make it 9-0 here. That was my looking down, writing something in the book, and not realizing what was going on outside. Which I guarantee you has never happened ever. Bases are still loaded, though, after that single. And looking down, that is number 0. So what happened to 20? I don't know what happened to 20. But we're going to have another single here. I think our score is not right. Either that or we should have an out. Never mind. And runners again at... Okay, never mind. We're good. We are good. Believe it or not, I do the official game book sometimes. And I don't have a number 3 on here, so I'm going to assume she's batting for the 1 position now. That is caught for out number 2. 1 runner will score. And that will move... Nope, 2 runners will score. Nope, 8. I'm a little bit lost right here, but okay. We're on the right batter. Oh, okay. Nope. Something is off here, and I do not know what it is. Either I'm off or the score is off by a run. Okay, so I am off on a batter here, so... We're just going to cross that off. We got one runner on third, and we are caught up, what I'm going to call close enough to correct. Don't worry, nothing I'm writing down is official, so you do not have to worry about that. Nope, I was actually right, wasn't I? What is going on here? Well, it's okay. It'll work itself out. It should work itself out here. This is why you write in pencil when you do the book, not pen. And pitching for the Tigers is number 9, Grosvenor. That is fouled into the tennis courts. That is a long foul ball right there. And that will score number 13. Which I don't have a 13, so they subbed someone in. And that will be a double, so we have a 13-run game now. So we're just going to put a question mark on that one, which I think is the correct answer for that. And we're going to have, I believe, no, we're not changing. No, we are changing pitchers. So we're going to take a break after this to figure out our book, and we'll be back. Allen Hilliard Sports will provide Waynesville youth football and cheer with all live coverage of their home games this year. They have kids ranging from kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. Waynesville Youth Sports has been around for many years, helping to promote football safely and prepare the kids for football in middle school. Be sure to visit Allen Hilliard Sports as we bring live coverage of, again, youth football every Saturday. The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all Dixon athletics that are broadcast and not broadcast. Be sure to support the Dixon Booster Club. Check them out on Facebook if you'd like to become a member.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need.
I am right. Okay, never mind. And that will bring in the next runner. It's going to be an out. Nope, it is not an out. It's going to be a single because it was dropped. Well, I sure hope Connor Harvick is not listening to me right now. He'd be very disappointed. 8, 9, 10, 14. Okay, now we are right. So whatever I did, okay. I figured it out. I didn't write down one of the scores on the scorebook, and it threw the whole base running off. We are good. I was pretty close to perfect. Don't worry, we're not all perfect. And again, I do apologize for not updating that score either on there. It was supposed to be doing that as I was updating that around the bases, but apparently it decided it didn't want to change itself. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 14 runs. Over to first, that is out number 3. That will end the inning. I'm going to assume that's her spot, because we got some subs. And with that, we're just going to take a break, and we will be back. Some more Tiger softball coming up. Webb City leads by 14. Allen Hilliard Sports would like to thank the Waynesville School District and all the people there for helping to provide with these broadcasts, providing the facilities and providing the opportunity to do these facilities and allowing us to be there. Once again, thank you from Allen Hilliard Sports. And be sure to support the Waynesville Athletic Booster Club. Aspire to be One is your local counseling service in Pulaski County. Check them out on Facebook. They are proud supporters of Allen Hilliard Sports. We do regret to inform you that former football coach Chris Lowe passed away this month in August. He was a former football coach and recently a coach at Reed Springs. We pray for his family. Team U.S. Justice Soccer is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports. They have programs from elementary to high school. Give Coach Madrano a call or check him out on Facebook. Dog Patch in Dixon, Missouri is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports. They have breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, all the snacks you need, gas, whatever you need. Check out Dog Patch in Dixon, Missouri on Highway 28 and D Highway.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hilliard Sports would like to thank the Arena League and the Ozark Slunkers and the Kansas City Goats for all of their support this year and allowing me to do the broadcast for them. Those games can be found on the... Back here, it is the bottom of the second. Up to bat. Tigers are going to belt one in to first. That is safe. Very good run for the Lady Tigers. And that is Soraya Horsey, I believe. Big hit by Horsey on that for a lead-off single. Coming up next, Abby Nicole. Oh, number 10. So Nicole is not batting. And you know what? Oh, never mind. We got a name for Nicole over here. That is Gordon. So they elected to not put her back up to bat. And it seems like 2 innings ago with the score out there, but it was not. It was very quick. Right now our record, 1 hour and 5 minutes this week for a baseball game, and I don't believe we're going to break that this game. That was the 15-0 victory Dixon had over Calvary Lutheran. And no outs, 1 on. Pitch to Gordon was a strike, I believe. Well, 2-1 count, so we're just going to believe it was a strike. Now, next week, Allen Hilliard Sports, we're going to have some live coverage of Dixon Lady Softball. They're going to play someone. I don't remember who they're playing, but it's going to be at home in Dixon. So head on out, support the Lady Bulldogs up there. First softball game of the year that we're going to cover for them. And we're going to have a strike here. Coming up next is number 8. That is Cobb. These are the first at-bats for the Tigers. I don't know what that was. And that is a strike. We do have one out. And looking to make this 2 outs here, a 1-2 count. She struck out all 3 batters in the first inning there. We got a PA system going off somewhere. And runner's still safe at first. Horsey still had a good hit to start this inning, but hasn't really gone anywhere with it. We've had 2 hits for the Tigers, so this is not a no-hitter. Riley Grosvenor belted one out in center field during the first inning. Full count coming up, 3-2. And that is hit. That is out. Runner back to first. That Wasp is definitely not happy with me. That just flew in here, by the way. Unhappy little Wasp. So that was our first non-strikeout out. Zarcone coming up to bat. This is Molly Zarcone's first at bat now we've had. That Wasp don't seem happy. Oh, it's out of here now. We're good. Nope, that's another one outside. Alrighty then. This is fun. And that is a single past third. So Zarcone with a single. That will advance the Lady Tiger. And that will bring up Sadie Fawn. Going for the bunt. Can't get the ball anywhere. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Looks like my little flying friend has gone somewhere. I can't see him, so it's better to not know where he's at than to know where he's at right now. We will still play the third. It's only 14 runs. But unless the Tigers can get some offense here, we are going to have a abbreviated game here in 3 runs. We're going to have a strikeout. So just like that, Fawn will go down looking, I guess. And we're going to start top of the lineup coming up, but it has been all Webb City, 14-0, going into the top of the third. We'll be back.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and their coverage of Dixon Bulldogs sports, including baseball, softball, basketball, volleyball, and more. Be sure to give them a call for your educational needs, and if you have any questions, Dan Johnson Insurance, just down the road from the high school on the main street, is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and has been for several years. Give her a call for all your insurance needs, quotes, whether it be cars, vehicles, you name it, she can insure it.
Heart rages around like an ocean in my head, because there are so many things that I left unsaid.
Go, 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 Waynesville, go! Look out, you're wide open, and an easy score.
The Excavating. Contact William Alexander at 573-3087. And coming up to bat, it is Webb City again. Number 12, Moratino. She has scored twice. She had a home run and a walk. Our pitch count's not keeping up now. There we go. This is an infield fly. Can the Tigers get it? Yes, they can. So Tigers will get the first out with the fly out. Good play for Waynesville. I am working on some stuff with other cameras, but with it being nearly 90 degrees out there at the start of game time, that stuff don't work right. Technology not very happy about all that all the time, so. Check out YMCA basketball signups for your kids there. We're going to post a special discount coupon link on Facebook on Allen Hilliard Sports. So be sure to follow Allen Hilliard Sports. That way you can get that notification, or stop by the page. It'll be up there later this afternoon or this evening. This ball is going to drop for a double. And that was Addie Brown anyway, for the Cardinals. Next up to bat is 28, Nieberg. No, it is not. It's number 13. Foul ball, nearly another home run. Okay, this is where I got messed up last time. 13 is Win. So I believe she was out here in the second. We're going to have a 0-1 count. And runner will advance. No attempt on the throw. That will bring it back to 3. Runner on third. This runner, if she scores, will be the possibly winning run if the Tigers can't score in the bottom of this inning. Again, these Tigers in a new conference here, so we're going to have a very competitive round of football. Actually, no, next week we will not have softball. We will have Waynesville Tiger football next week, actually. So it'll be Dixon softball Tuesday, Waynesville Middle School football Thursday. Be a home game Friday, so won't be at that. But then we'll have youth football again Saturday. So still plenty of chances to watch and support. You got enjoy the middle school football there. They do a great job at that program. 3 and 2 count, full count. And the computer finally happy again. And Wynn will get on base with a walk. That will bring up Brown. Chasney Brown. I'm going to imagine her sister is Addie. Runner will steal. Runners at second and third. And this run to home is no good. Runner will score. And that's going to lead to a hit and an error. And an RBI. And we still have runners on second and third. That will make this a 15-run ball game. Over to third, tag the base, over to first. That will be 2 outs. I believe. Oh, that's going to bring in a run. It's a single RBI. Pretty sure the score should be 17. It is 17. I was about to say, the score was not right on the board out there. Still 2 outs. Do apologize for the heat and the video issues. Tomorrow, hopefully we won't have those issues. But not everything always works the right way. And that hit is going to bring in another run. That will make it 18. And I believe that made it a triple. So most likely this will be the last inning of the game here. Got Melvin there, the umpire, calling time for a minute. Now we're back ready to go. Next up is 14, which is Hall. She's going to bring in a runner. And she will earn herself a single here. She has had 1, 2, 3. She's had 4 hits in the ball game so far. And then we have a sub for a sub here. 5 for 14. So runner at first. 19 is the score right now. Again, sign-ups, check out Allen Hilliard Sports for that discount code, or ARMS Fort Leonard Wood YMCA Facebook. They also can provide that to you. And if you ask nicely, I'm sure they will nicely provide that. Another single up the middle. Runners at first and second. And we are about to... We're going to be back to Moratino after this. And that pitch is away. Runners will advance. And that'll bring up ball number 1. And just missed the batter on that. That was close. Sorrentino 2-1 count. And just like that, I believe we have a 21-0 score. They have 20 on the board, but I'm pretty sure it's 21. 14. It is 21. And she will pick up a couple more RBIs off of that. Actually, that was probably double, but either way, can't really tell on that, so. I believe we are running low on pitchers for the Lady Tigers, though, but Brown is scheduled up next to bat. Did we have Brown? Do we swap? Nope, we do not have Brown. We have Wynn out there, so I'm assuming that she subbed for, oh, never mind. There we go. There's Brown. She's over here on the other side. About threw me off again. Would you believe it? That would never happen. Belted foul ball. Of course, we want to thank Security Bank of Pulaski County for making this game broadcast possible. Even with the heat and stuff, it is working a little better now. So once again, thank you for all your support, Security Bank. And our new football sponsor, that is out. That is out number 3. It's not a fly out, but we're going to call that a fly out, so that'd be number 3. And with that, 21-0, we're going to take a break. Tigers are going to need 6 to stay back in this game. We'll be back after this. Allen Hilliard Sports will provide Waynesville youth football and cheer with all live coverage of their home games this year. They have kids ranging from kindergarten all the way to 6th grade. Waynesville Youth Sports has been around for many years, helping to promote football safely and prepare the kids for football in middle school. Be sure to visit Allen Hilliard Sports as we bring live coverage of, again, youth football every Saturday. The Dixon School District is a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports and all Dixon athletics that are broadcast and not broadcast. Be sure to support the Dixon Booster Club. Check them out on Facebook if you'd like to become a member.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 290,000 participants here in Missouri who take part in high school sports or activities.
Post Pawn Shop has been a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years and is a proud supporter of the Frisco League basketball tournament, as well as other area sports teams including Crocker and Waynesville. Stop by, visit Dan for all your pawn shop needs, whether it be music or hunting needs. Dan can help you at Post Pawn Shop. Security Bank of Pulaski County has been a proud supporter of Allen Hilliard Sports for many years. And new pitcher into the game. It is 88. There's 99. Okay. But Addie Brown is the new pitcher here, so she is taking over. First two pitches are strikes, 0-2. I believe there will be a JV game after this, but we will not broadcast that. And that is strike number 3. So first Tiger up is a strikeout. So she will go down in this game with 2 strikeouts, 0-2. Now we got Riley Grosswiener coming up. She had a hit in the first inning. This is her second at-bat that she's had in the ball game. And Lady Tigers will get on base. That is Grosswiener's second hit of the game. Beat the throw that time. Now Reagan Grosswiener, she has had a strikeout in the first. Her second at-bat. Trying to tag out Grosswiener at first. Reagan at the base, or at the bag at home plate. One and 0 count. And 3-0 count now. And we're going to have runners at first and second now. That's going to be a walk, so both Grosswieners are on base. Riley at second, Reagan at first. And that will bring up Perez. Perez struck out in the first. She ended the first inning, but we got an extra batter out there now, so we only have one out right now. Webb City, 2 big home runs in this ball game already. We'll have highlights of those on Allen Hilliard Sports. And that ball is away. Both runners will advance. Tigers will have runners in scoring position for just the second time in the ball game. Horsey was at second in the second inning, but was left stranded there. Two, 1, and 1 out right now. And pitch inside. That was a close one for the Lady Tigers. 3-1 count. You can take a swing here. You just don't want to get it near second or third. And that's where it's going. That's out. Over to home. And that will end the ball game. Webb City will win. 21-0. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's been Allen Hilliard Sports. You know what? We're just going to call it a good game. Don't forget YMCA basketball signups and Patriot Day Festival. September 7th, 10 to 4, Waynesville, Ruby-Doo Park. But it's been a pleasure. We will talk to you later. Thank you for watching Allen Hilliard Sports and the Security Bank softball game of the week.